Hi, this is Merlin. Today I'm just gonna talk about what I learned today. Today the main topic is the cache control thing. So what do you mean cache control? So cache control is it's just putting the cache on your resource. Because example, your HTML, CSS, JavaScript is actually the resource, and it has to be cached on the browser. But it automatically caches for you, but also it also caches the 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 expiration date that you define, and so you're just gonna put cache till your expiration time done, and that's kind of like utilizing the cache control. The reason why I'm gonna use cache control is because this kind of logo. If you look here, this is our logo, and this logo has to be preload, or it has to be up here before even other UI renders. So we put the preload in this image, but still though this image has to be it has to be really fast. So I put cache control of it. So if you look at here, let's see network tab. We're done. So if you look at not here, let's say resources, network. Let's try to refresh, and yeah, I'm looking here, and this my runcrick.logo that like 50 is 50 blah blah SVG is actually got cache control. As you can see here, from the disk cache, you can see it is stated is okay. You are able to fetch your image resource from your disk cache. The reason why it is can possible is because I push cache control in here, the max age and immutable, and to reduce the frequency of fetching the new resource, I put immutable. And the reason why I put this kind of amount in the max age is because to make sure that this resource has to be some kind of the expiration. It has to be longer, like 1 year. But the question is, what if you have same name of the image? If you have your logo.svg and your other logo.svg, and if your original logo.svg has already cached from the max value here, and this part, your new svg, your image resource, will not be renewed because your browser is already cached your original one, and the max age is already a year, so you cannot really force it. But our strategy is using a hash of it. If you look at our build script, I'm gonna show the script here. If you look at our script here, it says that the optimized image script.js, it reads our Next.js images directory, the public image directory, and it reads it. And if it is not already optimized, we compress it, and we read the buffer of that image, like it's the picture of the image, and we just read this and shrink it into hashed, because the meaning of the hashing is there's a lot of strings there. We're gonna shrink it, but unique value of it. So that is so unique that different image cannot have the same hash value. So I put hash on here. If it is SVG, we just compress it with the hash. But also if it is like and also if it is like if it's like some kind of like a PNG or JPEG, we compress into WebP because that's browser friendly, and there's when you compress it, that's more the compression rate is more higher than the PNG compressions because of lossy compression. So whatever. So after hash we put here, and we just define the name as our base name, the runtick.logo, and hash name is the hash based on your image buffer, and the format SVG or WebP. And now that's it, and you rewrite this your svg.com, and you rewrite the public images, so it's gonna be like here. These are the hash. Because so if you're trying to rerun this kind of this build script, this image won't be really renewed because there's already hashed optimized value of it. After hash, the problem is this has to be used. This value, these images, you cannot really predict the hash name. So what I did was I create another build script after this optimized images script, and I just put this as like this. I just put it like this, and I write it down in the shared directory. And if you look at here in the UI part, the shared image are defined as like this, and I didn't even write that down on it. It automatically write it for you. The reason why it automatically write it for you, and the value of runtick logo is based on your first base name of the image. So you just copy the first letter of it, and of course src is the hash name. And now it's pretty done. But the next part is that you really have to put into cache control. Next.js supports the cache control. So after making the image component, you make a cache control file on the manifest folder. In the manifest folder, so the value is gonna be like this. This is your image.runtick.svg have public and max age immutable. And after you build this kind of JSON, the finally Next.js config, we're just gonna read this value, and it puts on the header of it. So finally, now we already have this already cache control image. This cache control image is blazing faster than not cache control image because this resource is already unique, and we don't really revise this kind of logo. And if we do it, our build script will automatically write the renew component, even though it's have the base name of it. So this is how we learn. So that is why we should know cache control thing. It's really important to learn about cache control. And also the more about the thing is cache controls. The cache control thing is the most important part is your name, your file name, your resource name has to be hashed. So that is why when we try to open this inspect, and when we're trying to analyze our resources, even the JavaScript, this bunch of these chunks are really unique. So you can see here the chunks are really unique. Like here, every part of this is really unique. The reason why is because this JavaScript has to be hashed, and this chunk has to be hashed. So it has to rely on the cache control thing. So this is kind of introduction of displaying about cache control, why we need cache control, how do we use the cache control in the Next.js application. So this is it. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye bye.